Good morning.
Hi everyone.
Hopefully you can see us. We want to say good morning. It is Minxy Monday. So, okay, to get started this Monday, May 21st, the time is flying by this year.
It is.
I feel like I cannot keep up. It is May 21st, 2012, and welcome to Minxy Mondays. I am Jen. I'm the training coordinator here at Minx Inc. If you're joining us for the first time, we are really excited to bring you Minxy Mondays. It's been kind of one of those things for me and for Minx to find a way to reach out to you manicurists and help you on a kind of live, format. So we're really excited.
And I'm Crystal.
Crystal is one of our educators here in Southern California. We're really proud to have her with us, her expertise. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Crystal.
Hi everyone. I've been doing nails for 13 years. I don't do the fancy acrylics or gels, but I do more of the health of the nail. So, but besides that, I do natural nail services, and on top of that, I do Minx. So I have just really fallen in love with the product and really dedicated to it, and a lot of practice has got me where I'm at, and I'm here with Jen to help all of you guys.
So after 4 years, Crystal definitely has earned her rights with Minx. As far as we're concerned, she knows pretty much everything there is to know about the product, how to use it, from one customer to the next. Obviously, you know your clientele, but we find that each client is different. And, we want to focus on the 7 steps, and that including that consultation, which we feel is really, really important. Before we get started on the 7 steps, we have a few announcements we want to make. We have upcoming events. We will be at the Premier Orlando show. We'll be in booth number 6859. You can get your tickets for the Premier show at, I don't have that website in front of me. What a dork.
For the Orlando show?
Yeah,
You can always Google the Orlando Premiere show, and all that information will show up online.
Yeah, Premier Beauty in Orlando. So that is the weekend of June 3rd and 4th, or actually, it's the 3rd and the 4th. But before that event, the night before, on the 2nd of June, there's a huge nail tech event that is a real positive network social, and that happens from 7 to 10 p.m. in Orlando. It's called the Beauty Tech Network event, Network Orlando, and it's going to be at the Rosen Center Hotel. If you have any questions about that event or want to get involved, you can go to you can send an email to sales@beautytech.com, or you can go to beautytech.com, and there's a little button on the homepage in regards to that Network Orlando event. But that is a fun event.
It's a lot of fun.
There's a lot of industry companies who sponsor that event, and lots of giveaways. We will be giving away a little something at that event, so we're excited to see you.
So come on down and visit us. We'll all be there.
Yeah. Crystal and I will be there, and a few others from our team. The other thing we want to talk about, a new announcement, is we will be at IBS Las Vegas. We'll be in booth number 5600. If you have any questions about IBS Las Vegas, you can go to www.ibslasvegas.com. And when is that, Crystal?
That will be the following weekend. So when you get back, if you're going to Florida and you happen to be going to Vegas, it's literally the next weekend. So that is actually June 9th through 11th.
So if you have any questions, you can contact us, or you can reach out to ibslasvegas.com. The other thing is I know that I think today's the last day to get $10 off every day that you buy your tickets for IBS. So if you go to IBS LasVegas.com. I did see that announcement on the website this morning. So do that. Okay?
So get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now because you're going to save $10 per day that you go. Okay?
Nice.
We will not have Minxy Mondays. May 28th.
Next Monday.
June 3rd.
The following Monday.
And June 9th.
The next Monday.
Or 10th.
So it's 3 Mondays in a row, and we will see you in 4 weeks from today.
So I don't even know that date, but if we do the math, I think it's like the 16th or 17th. We'll be back. Yeah. Okay? So it is a Monday. It is 8:05 a.m. We've had our announcements.
Early.
It's early for us to be on,
especially when you've been up since
on broadcast,
4.
and we have our cute little hats on, trying to get our mood up for a Monday. I swear my weekends are getting to be as wild as my weekdays. So if I look a little tired today, bear with me, I'll get there. The coffee's kicking in. Okay, so what else do we have? Do we have anything else we need to talk about right up on the top? One thing we want to do is send a little congratulations. We did this last week, but we want to make sure that everyone knows one of our celebrity manicurists, Lisa Logan, whom we love and we consider family, was awarded the Essence very first annual, I guess, Essence Best in Beauty 2012. And we want to congratulate her on that. That is huge accomplishment, and we're really, really, really proud.
We love you, Lisa.
We love you, Lisa. We'll see you in Orlando. Okay, so we're going to go through the 7 steps. As some of you know, and well, now you will all know, I got acrylics for last week's show. I do play soccer, so they couldn't stay on because I am a goalkeeper, and I already have thrashed my fingers, let alone with long nails. I can't even imagine what it would have been like. But basically,
tortured.
I did some major damage to my nails in that process. So today is going to be focusing on the 7 steps, but also kind of looking at your client's nails from a health standpoint. Crystal's going to talk to us about how to prep the nails when they're in this awful condition. And then, we welcome, please put up your questions, anything we can help you with. We're going to do the 7 steps. We're going to play a little bit with, kind of.
So you can start asking questions now, and so that way when we get back from the 7 steps, we can have some
we would
ideas of what you guys are looking
love to do that. And then we're going to do a little product focus before the end of the show.
Yay!
Okay?
All right.
Please post your questions. We're
Grab
looking
your drink
for 'em.
and let's go.
Yeah, over to the Manny Cam.
All right.
Okay, so I think we're going to work on my right hand today.
Yes,
'Cause
mine.
it's not in good condition, but I got a cool new ring, so we're hoping that we can make this ring look decent on my horrible fingers.
That's a beautiful ring. I like it.
Yeah, one of my besties bought me this ring.
So I'm just going to do a real quick manicure, make sure that you get all that cuticle off the nail surface. You have to keep in mind that Minx is spandex-like, so we do want to make sure that the surface of the nail is clean of any type of debris or cuticle so that it can look flawless. But we're doing a consultation. We see that Jen's nails need some hydration.
Need a little TLC.
She needs a little love. I would normally give her some cuticle oil before doing this, but since I don't want to do it right before I'm putting these on. So when you do take off your next Minx, Jen, I recommend using cuticle oil.
You know what, let me switch the audio because I think that they're probably not able to hear you as well as maybe they should be. So
Okay.
I'm going to switch to this microphone.
Can you guys hear us?
Make sure that you guys can hear us. Can you guys hear us okay? Just want to make sure everybody can hear what Crystal's saying.
So I was just telling Jen that next time she takes her Minx off, so I recommend to add some cuticle oil to her nails, just to give a little hydration, because cuticle oil is is like a moisturizer or a vitamin for the nails. The nail plate. So we're just doing this real quick manicure. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
and you want to do a dry manicure.
We're off camera.
You want to do a dry manicure, not a wet manicure. All right, and so I'm gonna give her a light buff since she's been tortured. Are we on camera?
Yeah, we just need to move a little bit
towards me.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. All right. Now, Minx is really awesome because it does give a lot of people will tell me that it gives a nice smooth feeling to your nail plate.
Especially when you've had this like for me right now, having them bare and having them rough from the removal of the acrylics, which I did myself, which is probably not a good idea. There we go. A little bit back. There we go. I cannot wait to have Minx back on because I just feel like they're exposed to so much more when they're rough like this, and then also that they catch on everything. They don't feel or look good. It's just ugly.
Yeah, your surface is also rougher too, so it snags on everything, and feel the difference in your nail surface.
Love it. Love it, love it.
I mean, you don't want to go all crazy because I'm sure they were drilling on your natural nail plate, but you definitely need to get this surface smooth. And the cuticle oil would have helped a lot of that. All right, so now we're going to use some alcohol. You want to use at least 90% or better. I recommend 99, but that's just me. Jen's gonna feel so much better with her Minx on.
I know. Well, and when I started with Minx, I mean, I had been a habitual crazy nail biter, and I have to tell you that one thing that Minx did for my nails was give me, number one, the ability to grow my nails because I didn't want to bite them. Actually, I'd like to see someone try to bite their nails with Minx on. But also, you know, it protected my nails, which had been weakened by the fact that I was wearing acrylics or biting my nails. Like I always was destroying my nails.
So we are going to use Party to Remember today.
I love this design. This is one of my very favorites, and I know it came out with the holiday collection. It is available all year long, and it's really one of my favorites. This was like, a dream come true for me when we developed this design. This was one of my, I mean, it is a good one.
Okay.
So what I was saying was, you know, I stopped biting my nails because of wearing Minx. And so I know that initially when you have a nail biter, it's probably going to be one of your hardest applications in the beginning because their nails are short. They have nothing as far as free edge goes. And, you know, so that makes it kind of a really hard first application of Minx. But as they wear Minx, it allows the nail, first of all, if they're wearing cuticle oil, you know, after the fact, it allows the nail to grow out, be strong, and not really be affected by the elements. Because when you're biting the nail, you're exposing that free edge to water, oil, you know, lotions, all of that. And Minx puts a nice protective seal on the nail. Just have to make sure you're removing them correctly, and that if your client isn't capable of removing it correctly, that you know, you guys do the removal.
Yeah, you definitely want to educate your client by explaining to them how to do proper removal.
So in step 1, we did the consultation and, got the nail prepped for Minx. She sized the nail, which she knows all my nails pretty much by heart at this point. And go ahead.
And then now what we're doing is we're pulling the Minx off the sheet. And you always want to place it back under the heat. And you want to make sure you're putting heat on the sticky side or where you would actually get that to attach to the nail plate.
Perfect.
Okay, good. And then you get about 10 to 20 seconds, so you do need to work a little fast. You always want to tap the top and make sure you get that cuticle nice and laid down correctly. And then you work from the center to the side wall. And if you don't heat it up enough, you got to remember to stop, place it back under the heat, and warm it up again and try again.
And regardless of whether you warm it up enough in the beginning, you're going to need to go back under the heat to reinforce that conformation.
Yeah,
to the nail plate.
You're going to have to do it quite a few times. I mean, 3 in the 7 steps are what we say the bare minimum.
Ooh, Courtney likes the design.
It's pretty. All right, so again, I am just pulling the Minx right off the sheet, placing it back under the heat.
I think Courtney's our most loyal follower at this point. Courtney, thank you for being here with us week after week. And Otto, 1968, I think that's you, Roberto, in Italy. Thank you for being here week after week.
Welcome back.
We appreciate it. We hope that we're, doing a service for the manicurists, to the manicurists, by being here week after week.
All right, so I'm tapping the top here, and then we're going to work from center to sidewall.
Wow, we are getting some great camera action.
Woo!
Crystal's got to be the manicurist and the cameraman. She's doing a good job. There we go. We're back under the heat.
And you want to put some pressure on the nail. And if you notice, looking at Jen's finger, I'm putting some pressure down on her. But you want to make sure you're not killing them. You're killing your client. I'm gonna pull you out, Jen.
Okay. You definitely want to, reinforce by adding pressure. That's one of the most important things you can do. Oh, Courtney says, no, thank you for doing this. It has helped my application so much. Well, Courtney, that's the point, and we are so glad to hear that it's been a positive for you. That's why we did this.
All right, again, we're going to tap the top and rock it from center to sidewall. Now we're going to place it back under the heat because it got a little cold there at the end. And when you place it under the heat and you're putting pressure down on it, and you put it back under the heat and you're putting more pressure on it, all you're doing is getting it to shrink wrap more and more to the nail surface.
We are changing the memory of a flat thing to a round thing. So just remember that each heat application, helps Minx remember the shape of the nail.
Remember, this is not a sticker. So we have 4 fingers here, and we are going to go and file in just 1 second. Just reinforcing that around the sidewalls and the cuticle area. Nice. How do you feel, Jen?
I love them. I can't wait until they're done.
She's got a big old grin on her face.
I'm kind of spoiled because, you know, I get to choose my favorite design for that day or whatever, but I think these are going to complement my new ring so very well.
All right. So, she's got some pretty short nails, so we're going to pull out our handy dandy scissors.
Thanks, Twizzlers! Yay!
Our tweezers.
Our poor girl, she has to trim them.
All right. So,
okay, you're a little bit off camera. So
how about there?
That's perfect.
All right. So, I'm using the scissor method here on this nail because Jen's nail's just a little short.
And they're definitely weaker than they've been because of the drilling and... yeah, the acrylic.
All the bad things that were done to your nails.
You know, nail enhancements are great if you plan on keeping them. And it's something that, you know, you can offer to your clientele. But for me, it was definitely just a temporary. And I would have liked just a little less damage.
So I'm just going right back with these tweezers and running up along Jen's nail and making sure that I have it right up to the nail surface.
Relax your finger, Jen.
Yes, please, please.
I can feel myself like, I want to look. I want to look.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you still
camera.
see? Oh, rats.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm just getting this little tip right here. And we will go back and we will go back and reheat this up after we've cut. You always want to go back and you put it back under the heat after you've cut or filed. Well, I guess we're going to be cutting all your fingers today, Jen.
I know, tons of work. Sorry, Crystal.
I know, sometimes it's actually easier. I mean, it just depends on what kind of free edge we have to work with. Because the shorter the nail
of the camera, it's the height.
Maybe yeah. Let me lower the higher because my hand's got to go under there.
There we
better?
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry guys. So, all right, hold on here. So if there's a little free edge under the nail, it's easy to get the scissors up to it, but when you get shorter and shorter, it gets more difficult to trim up to the nail.
Make sure your glasses are in good repair.
So also remember that when you have a nail biter, someone that has really, really short nails, they're probably not a good candidate. You want to have some length to the free edge.
It can be done, and if it's someone who you know isn't going to go back and try to bite through the minks themselves, it can be done. It's going to be definitely kind of something you wait for until your application is a little bit better advanced and you've had a little bit more experience with trimming. But yeah, having no free edge, it's really difficult because you don't want to cut anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but you don't want to do it. It's not your goal, if you know what I mean.
Do no harm.
Love your clients. All right, so we're going to go here again, and I'm just following the line that you can see where her nail ends. I don't know if you guys online can see that, but if you've put enough heat and enough pressure, you can see what is like a little indented where your nail stops, or ends, I should say. And then I go up on the free edge and see if I've missed anything. That's how you're going to know. Are we out of the camera? Okay.
No, we're doing great.
Okay, perfect. All right,
I
so.
think this is the best camera work we've done in a long time.
Well, thank you very much.
We're getting better. We're getting better every week. And I think, as long as we can keep improving, Minxy Mondays is only going to accomplish more and more. So we also want to thank, we've had over 649 views of Minxy Mondays, meaning during and after the actual broadcast. So we want to thank everyone who's been, watching, even if it's not the live show. We'd love to have you on the live show. But if you have questions and you're not able to watch it live, please send an email to info@minxnails.com so that we can answer your questions, and then you can go back and watch it whenever. But we've addressed your question with or without you. Very, very good.
All right, so I'm just finishing up the free edge here. And after I'm done here, we're going to go back and reheat it up. All right. And I would repeat a couple times. And depending on your skill level, it's not going to hurt if you do it even more than that. The more you do it, the more you know it's going to stay. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
All right, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So I'm just going back.
Really bright.
I'm just going back and I'm putting a little pressure down with my little stick. My birch wood stick, available here at Minx. And just make sure you're not rubbing or stretching the minx. You want to really make sure you're just putting pressure down. And then I'm just going to remove the heat for a second, for about 10 to 20 seconds. Enforcing the corners and the tip of the nail. That is pretty ring.
I love. Looks so good with my nails.
I like this pattern, but don't really recommend it for toes.
Why?
Because you don't always see all the stars. They need to be smaller. Unless you got really big nail plates like men. This would be a men's. This would be a good men's Minx toes.
I don't know what it is with my toe. I guess my big toe is like Mr. Hammer toe. So I mean,
shoot.
all the rest are just they're just there. But that big toe is a good surface for display.
You got a 3. And all us nail techs knew what I meant by that. All right. And I'm just putting pressure down while it's under the heat. And I'm removing the heat and I'm putting pressure down for about that 10 to 20 seconds as it cools. How you feel, Jen?
I feel good.
Great. Just want to make sure I'm not killing you over here.
No, I'm loving it.
Is that
actually,
the other hand?
that's the other hand. I've got the 2 broken fingers on the other hand. But I'm not crying in pain today.
Ah, much better than your short nubbies.
Yes. Yes. Any chance I may get you to do my thumb in a little bit? I know we only have time for 4 on here, but oh, please.
Well, we could probably do 1 more if everyone's okay with that.
I think we have time. It's only 8:30.
Okay. I'm really excited for Orlando to see everyone.
I am too, and I need more shampoo.
Did you use it all?
Almost.
She's talking about the macadamia, right?
Macadamia.
Macadamia.
Yeah,
It's not Moroccan oil. It's macadamia.
It's macadamia, and then I use the Moroccan oil after as a treatment. So the combination
was it nice?
Amazing.
Well, I haven't used my shampoo yet, but I need to get another one. Just
Love it up.
Just cause. All right, so we're gonna go and Jen asked me if I would do her thumb. So her nails are really dry. I recommend to make sure that you use cuticle oil on your clients.
Not in the camera, but we're showing off my pretty ring. There we go.
It's all right. It's just Jen's little thumb.
My little Frankenstein.
Your
thumb.
Fester
Uncle
thumb.
Fester thumbs.
So I'm just giving her a quick little dry manicure here. Oh. Is this so that you can do your other hand?
Mm-hmm. Which actually means you left me with the hardest hand to do.
Because you're right-handed?
I'm left-handed. So
I thought you were right-handed.
It's okay. It's all good. Who doesn't need a little practice? I'm kind of spoiled.
All right. So now we are going to alcohol.
That is an ugly thumb, isn't it?
All right. We don't have the Minx heat on. How am I supposed to apply?
Gives me time to grab my coffee.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm like, that thing is out of reach. Okay, I'm back.
Some good coffee this morning. All right. So I'm just waiting for the Minx to heat up, guys. Sorry. Alright, so she's got the flat edge, so I'm going to use the flat edge against her cuticle area just to make my job a little bit easier.
I mean, why not use a toe? Because my thumb looks like a toe.
Alright, we got about 10 to 20 seconds. And then we're going to just tap the top.
Got a wrinkle.
Got a wrinkle.
Do over.
Okay, so I'm actually going to show you what I'm going to do right here. We put it back under the heat, and I'm just going to pull it up on the edge. And I usually let it sit under the heat another second because it's got to retract back to its original shape. Because when you pull it out, when you pull it off the nail when you're under the heat, it does stretch a little bit. So you have to be really careful. And then, is it under?
A little bit further and there.
Okay. So I'm just going to tap the middle there. And I'm just at a weird angle, guys. Sorry.
Let me get this heat out of your way. There we go.
Well, it was kind of getting cold.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to warm up her thumb. Because I have the camera on, like, between my arms, it's a little awkward to apply the Minx. So sorry, guys, if it looks a little funky, awkward position. All right, so I'm just reinforcing the side wall. And then I lift up off the skin. And I do a lot of it with the birchwood stick, but you don't have to. I mean, everyone has different techniques. I like to use this stick. It's my friend. All right. And then go ahead and show everyone your thumb. It doesn't look like a toe no more.
Oh, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
Our screen. Once a show, our screen kind of goes a little bit dead because we haven't done anything, given it any action. But this is my toe thumb. My beautiful toe thumb. Oh. Uncle Fester. He's jealous right now. Uncle Fester with the party to remember. It's the only way to make my thumbs look decent. Makes
silly girl. All right, so now we can turn that off.
Okay, good, because I feel like I'm getting a sunburn.
All right, so I'm going to come on in and trim up her nail.
There we are.
Perfect. So I'm just I'm really pulling the minx off the skin here. So I don't want to cut her, so.
And when you have toe thumbs, I'll let that one die.
Relax.
Me?
There you go. Yes, please.
You want me to relax?
Yes, please.
I don't know if I know how to do that.
And I'm going to go back when I get this big piece off and cut down shorter. Because I'd rather overcut than undercut. It's kind of my scenario. Can you see in the camera still?
No.
Bring it right about there.
I'm
Is that good?
Intent on watching you, yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to go up this sidewall here so I can get into this corner.
So part of what your consultation does for you is give you the ability to come up with a game plan instead of feeling like, you're kind of throwing them on there and see what happens type deal. So, practice with as many kinds of minks, well, not as many types of minks, but as many types of nails as you can when you're practicing or when you're first learning the application technique, so that you'll have kind of met some of those scenarios along the way. And you can be better prepared when that new client comes in and says, I'd like minks, and it's a high C curve, or it's a really, really short nail. If they need cuticle oil and you're doing a consultation a couple of days in advance, why not put a little cuticle oil on them that day? When you're only making your life easier when they come back.
All right, so we're going to definitely place this back under the heat. All right. I'm gonna bring the heat to you, Jen.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
I know it's a little bright for all of you guys, but we're only going to be like this for a second. So I'm just reinforcing the edge where I've cut or filed.
Looking good.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah,
You've
my
got
ugly
new
hands. My ugly hands.
Your hands transformed to
party.
Now they're beautified.
Now they're beautified, and looks so good with my ring. Wish I had better color in here. I don't know why. Our color is always off. Ha.
All right. So after I've completed my service, I'm going to ask Jen to check my work and just make sure that she's happy with what I've done. Check the edges. I always tell my clients to go up on the free edge after they've set and check to see if anything's frayed or moving or wiggling. And if there is, you want to fix that now while they're still there, and that way their minks will last them a lot longer.
So Something's weird with that corner. Is it just
All
the
right.
shape of my nail? Yeah, it's the shape of my nail.
Is it?
Yeah.
You want me to file it a little bit?
Yeah, just that little corner right
You want me to
there.
round it a little bit?
Yeah, see how square and weird
Yep.
it is?
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, beautiful.
Grazie.
You're very welcome.
Yay! Okay, so ugly hand, pretty hand. Ugly hand.
It definitely does improve the look of the
pretty
hand. From what
thank
happened.
you. That's
Yes.
what I needed. I needed a little Monday morning refresher.
Can I get a refresher now?
I know. Poor Crystal never gets to get her nails done.
That's all right. It's all right. I'm used to it.
I'm used to it. Okay, so do we have any questions? Anything we can answer?
Yes, please.
Any outstanding stuff that's we haven't covered, or even if we did cover it in the first couple of weeks and we haven't touched back on it again, we'd love to answer any questions that you have. Let's go over the 7 steps. Courtney's requesting, so let's do that. I'm going to get my little cheat sheet. Donde está the cheat sheet?
First one is consultation. You want to look over the nails, make sure they're a good candidate. Talk to your client about what they do every day. Are they really rough with their nails? Do they not work at all? These things will actually factor into your service. So finding out if they have short nails, strong nails, weak nails, brittle nails. I thought I put it in the box.
Okay.
So you want to definitely check those things. If they have acrylics, if they're more curved, you're going to need a little bit more time to do the service.
A lot more heat.
A lot more heat, exactly. Sometimes you can do the consultation, before the service, and that way they can pick out their minks. Pick out their minks. I'm gonna lose my hat. And do that consultation with the client, find out all that information, so that when they come back for the service, you've blocked enough time for you to do that, and you can go right into it.
So part of step 1 is also to shape the nails,
Do that dry manicure,
and prep the nail surface.
and during that time, you're going to place your minks under the heat, especially if you're doing the consultation at the same time as doing the service. So
that starts into step 2, which is place the minks under the heat and dehydrate the nail plate with rubbing alcohol. Well, you always say 99%. We're saying 90% or better.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be, super helpful.
Yes, and then step 3 is you're going to remove the minks from the heat and place it back under the heat till it gets really soft and pliable. And then from there you're going to apply the minks, and depending on the type of nail you're working on, that's going to determine the technique that you're going to use.
And then what?
From there we're going to warm up the minks while on the nail plate and apply that pressure. And you definitely want to use a good amount of heat and a good amount of pressure. And make sure that when you do all that, you're placing it in the heat and out of the heat. That's definitely crucial.
Yeah, so cooling the nails is step 5. You're going to cool the nails, remove excess minks with the minks file.
And we recommend about 10 to 20 seconds to let those cool down. So really emphasize each fingernail and do that. You don't want to just stick the whole hand under the heat and press them real quick and then pull them out and press them, You really want to emphasize each fingernail.
And then step 6 is to go back and repeat step 4.
Which is warming the minks back under the heat with heat and pressure, and then, placing it back out and cooling.
So that's heating the minks on the nail plate. So, and then obviously step 7 is one of the biggest and best things you can do for yourself and for your client. You ask your client to check the minks finish so they can take ownership of the minks. Once they have accepted your application and they're happy with it, then the minks becomes their responsibility. At that point, you've educated them to the what not to do's while wearing minks. And you've told them to come back either for removal, or you've taught them how to remove them
And what I do is I'll talk to them during the service about that, so that you're not really spending extra time, or do it during the consultation is fine too. But it's a good way to talk about it. You know, I always talk about it during the service, and then that way they can get a little, ask any questions, and
well, and you get to know your client, so that way you know what their lifestyle is going to, you know, do to their Minxy application. So those are the 7 steps. Okay, so we want to talk to you guys about some new stuff we've got going on, and you know, some of you who have been here week after week with us, you know this already, but we want to reiterate every week just a few things that we've got going on at Minxy.
can I be Vanna?
Yeah, you can be Vanna. Okay, so Minxy Pride. Minxy Pride is a way for you to capitalize on Minxy's high impact. So Minxy Pride goes out with every one of our domestic orders, and also distributors have this available to them.
And this comes with every order.
Comes with every order. We want you to wear it or put it on your favorite public clients. So if you have a client who's a bank teller, or a waitress, or a bartender, or you know, a school teacher even, you know, my daughter is the biggest big mouth. She's like, you have to wear Minxy. You know, she goes around telling everybody she's 6, so everybody still accepts her, just telling everybody.
It's a great way to put it on yourself and advertise for your services.
Yeah, I mean, if no one ever sees Minxy, they never know what Minxy is, and they'll never probably ask you about it unless you have a Minxy decal. I get to be Vanna on this one, and you actually don't even get to see how great this is.
It's really cool,
on the
guys.
sheet, because if we take it off the sheet, then it's in reverse, and so we can't do that.
But isn't it a Minxy solution?
It isn't. It's actually just a silver.
Okay, so it's just
so
silver.
This is just a silver lightning, basically, Minxy decal, and we have that
come
in
in
3 sizes. So that's the tiny one. Right? No, this is one.
This is the medium. This is the medium, and then there's a smaller one.
There's a smaller one, so that you can put it like on your. We did have it. I don't know what. Oh, here it is. Oh,
there's that little
so there's the little one. There's the medium one,
and then we've got a big mama.
She said big mama. I said big mama. Hey, what about my hat? No. Oh, here, we'll put the hat on the Minxy.
There you go.
So this is actually pretty stinking big. Just so you,
It is pretty big. Here, let me back up.
Let's see how big this is. So this is huge. So if you are a major Minxer, we recommend. You can tell what I have a small head. Okay. So if you're a major Minxer, we expect that you'll have a major Minxy decal.
And I don't have that one yet, unfortunately.
Because she's on the go and she's getting a new car, but this will be on her new car. I promise.
I'm gonna hopefully have bigger.
We want to talk to you about the Minxy symbol, which we actually haven't kind of explained to the public, but we want you to know that there is a meaning to this symbol. And if you go on our website, on the home page, off to the little right of the home page, you'll see this Minxy symbol. And it comes in 2 sizes. It comes in this really, really big one, and it comes in this little size.
That's a really good size.
This is a perfect size, because look, it covers my whole head.
Wait, put the hat in there.
Okay, so the thing about this, there is a story behind it, and there's a little secret passage on our website. So if you go to our homepage, and there's a little Minxy symbol off to the right-hand side. I'm trying to get in here.
I don't know this
See,
yet.
Crystal hasn't even seen it. It's a secret. If you click on that little symbol, the page kind of slides away. It looks like this. Yeah, just like that.
Click on it.
You click on it, and it'll tell you the whole story, Janice and Dawn, how they came up with this Minxy symbol and what it means to them. Because each of the Minxes wears a gold ring with this symbol, and it people don't, it's
it's our Minx symbol. And they go, okay, that's kind of cool. But there's so much coolness to this.
There's a whole
There's
story
so
behind.
much
If you guys
coolness
know
to
Dawn
this.
and Janice, there's always a story behind something.
Yeah, they don't
That's
just do anything flippantly. They don't just say, oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it's not
There's
like
always
that.
a fun story
Yeah.
behind their journey.
Fun stuff. So this is the Minx symbol, and it goes almost perfectly.
And
with-
we really
with,
want you guys to
um,
go there and check out it because we don't want to, we want you guys to hear the whole story or read the whole story.
these two together on your window. Hot.
Yes.
That's the one thing I love about this symbol too. It's hot. It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It's not just a little trademark.
All
Okay.
right.
So
We have the
I-
mobile app.
oh yeah, let's talk about the iPhone.
We have
and
the
Android.
iPhone.
I think we have it on Android also.
All right.
So stick that up
So
there.
this is what the app looks like, and the only people that can download the app are people that are on our salon locator, correct?
Not stylist locator, but
Okay.
they're actually a level 2 manicurist, which means you have bought your kit, you are, in training or beyond training, and now are able to order products. This is going to make your world so great.
Especially if you don't have all the designs. If you have all the designs, it's
But when you're building your,
Yes.
your
This is
product
perfect.
base, this is perfect. Okay, so you can see and share the products online right directly from our website without showing prices. So this
Yeah.
is, you can bring up this app, hand your phone or your iPad to your client. They can go through, choose that design. They never see pricing, they never see anything, but you can build your order over time. So the ability to do that has been something that we are trying to do on our website also, because our site has a secure checkout thing. It doesn't hold things in a cart for you for an extended period of time, but the iPhone app does.
So the cool part about that is you can reschedule your client, get them to pick their next Minx, and then you put it in here, and then you order it before their next visit, and you're set.
You're set? Yay!
So it's really neat, and my hat's falling over.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
So if you don't have it, it's free. Get it. It's awesome. And
Okay, next
Yeah.
thing.
next.
Minx towels. We try to give you as much branding and advertisability as possible. The Minx towel is something we use every week. We love this towel. Not only is it a high quality towel, it's very soft
it's
and
a good towel.
luxurious. It's a good towel. But it also has the Minx branded right on there. It's embroidered, so it's a nice looking towel. It's not not
And
cheesy.
it's a hand towel, so it's a perfect size for nail techs.
And throw them in the wash. The Minx comes off. It's good. It's good. So those are available on the site. We just
Do you-
wanted to make sure we got.
Do you know the price on those?
I think they're $12. I'm
And
pretty sure they're $12.
If you guys all go to the trade shows, you get everything at a cheaper rate.
Yeah, everything at the shows is discounted. We won't tell you what the discount is.
Yes, so you have to
Because
come
you have
visit
to show
us, and you gotta come say hi,
Yeah,
and then we'll hook you up.
and I'm not gonna wear a silly hat to the show. I'm sorry.
You just wear silly shoes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to tell you people. I have the worst feet in the whole wide world. They hurt so bad at trade shows. So yeah, if you see me in funny shoes, sorry. It's comfort. It's comfort first. Okay, so Minx Professional. This is our 5-fold brochure, and it tells a little timeline. It's the story of the Minxes. It's the story of Minx and how we've evolved over the last couple of years. And then on the back side, okay, this is the greatest thing. So you read the story, you get all inspired, you go out and you tell everyone you know about Minx, and you have a whole new clientele with a whole new fashion style, right? Then you take that beautiful 5-fold, and you go ahead and break it down into the 5 pieces. Guess what you have?
Photo art.
Photo art. Put these in frames. Put this in a frame. Put them up on a shelf. Put them on your display. This is a great way to talk about Minx. It's a conversation starter. It's an ask question answer session right in your salon. So this is a really great way for you to get those images out at no cost.
So is this given to everyone when they order?
When they get their kit,
when they
this
get
comes
their kit.
with it.
Okay.
If you got a kit and you didn't get one of these, please on your next order in the comments section, please request
what's
your five-fold.
Five-fold.
It's a five-fold brochure. Okay. Please
we'll
request
stick that in there for
We'll
you guys.
stick that in there. I don't think our envelopes are this wide. We'll find a way to get it to you, okay? We'll find a way. Because that's what we do. We serve you. Okay, Minx art. Okay, so we've been talking about Minx art for the last couple of weeks, and I know everybody's like, well, when is it going to be available? I am doing my very best to get this up on the site within the next 24 hours. And the reason that it's not up there is because, see, I'm not that skilled with Photoshop. I'm okay. But the images, because of their shape, won't fit on the website right. So I'm working on it. But, so this one,
So we won't sell them until we can get it on the website.
we want it on the website so you can see what it is. We want you to see the sizes.
What about
and
everyone here on the show?
everyone who's here on the show,
They're seeing it right now.
they're seeing it right now. So, as soon as it's up, they can order it.
Oh, okay. I
As
didn't
soon
know.
as soon as it's up.
I was trying
Okay.
to help you guys out. Sorry.
I know. Crystal's the advocate. This one is far, far away.
I love this one. This is like my favorite.
and it's
and
the lighting in here is not doing it
But it's-
justice, but it's gorgeous.
You can tell how big it is. It's not very big. This is not paper. This is a canvas.
It's a hanging canvas. It's gorgeous. We love them.
You can roll it up and travel with it. It's really cool.
Yeah, and so if you did a Minx party, this is a great way to take your art with you, put it up, really get everybody in the mode. Hi.
Do you want to go with that one?
Yeah, let's do this one. I
All
love
right.
this girl and her little red glasses.
She's hippie style.
She's hippie style. Okay. So actually, whoa! I'm gonna bring it over here because I just
Perfect.
want you guys to see how lightweight
Oh,
and
sorry.
easy this is to put up and down. And it's a gorgeous photo. This is from the Missoni show from 2011. So we're real proud of this. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous photo. And so, you just put it on a tack, put it on some, we use fishing line type wire just to hang those. We can hang them from the ceiling. You can hang them, from a windowsill. I think they're just amazing. You can hang them in a windowsill. So, outwards towards the world. So these are great window art. They're internal art. They do everything. And they really do show the fashion side of Minx. And that is the point. Because Minx extends fashion to your fingertips. Yay!
Okay, here's
Okay,
the big one.
The big one.
Do
Okay,
I have it on the camera? I think so.
I think you do, but up, yeah.
Well, wait. Okay, there we go.
Yep, so this is the big one. I think the,
It's a good
this
size.
one's
Oh, wait, I'm crooked here.
44 by 32. Let me check.
And Jen, all the photos come in both sizes, correct?
That is what I've heard. That's what I've
All
heard.
right, guys. So all these photos come in 2 sizes.
Yep. So we have a smaller size and a larger size, and all those dimensions, everything will be on the shopping cart when you order them. Okay. So
Nice.
woohoo!
Okay.
Okay, the Minx Pro on the go. The Minx Pro on the go.
Minx
The Minx Pro on the go. We love this. We love this. We love this. We love this.
Oops. Sorry, guys. I dropped the camera.
Okay. You got it?
I think so.
Oh, you got it?
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh,
No?
we have a focus issue.
Can we blur?
It's my eyes.
It's
Okay.
also the lighting too.
The Minx Pro on the go. The Minx Pro on the go is a lightweight but super efficient, beautiful way to take your everything with you. The Minx Heat fits conveniently in the large side of the Minx Pro on the go, and everything else you want to take with you can go into the pockets. And, I'm having a hard time showing you
need some
how it goes. It comes with a little lock. It's very fashionable. Inside you have the Minx symbol repeated throughout with the little Minx logo. You've got the nice elastic, for your tools or your Minx. You've got a center pocket, which can hold anything you need. If it's client cards, if it's lint-free wipes, if it's anything else that you want to take with you, it'll all fit inside the Minx Pro on the go. Everything you need to take your manicure mobile.
Nice.
So, it's super fashionable. It's really, really lightweight, super lightweight.
It's very
Minxy. And it's decently strong. It's definitely something that you'll be able to use for a long time. Oh, I didn't get to show you the strap.
There's a shoulder strap.
This is 2 weeks in a row I haven't shown the strap. So we're gonna take this strap and we're gonna put it on. Okay, over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder boulder holder.
Oh, no. None of those. I can't.
What happened?
I'm not very smart.
I've never used my shoulder strap yet.
Okay, so here's the shoulder strap.
Oh, it snaps nicely.
And I've got my Minx Pro on the go, and I'm wearing it in fashion.
That actually might come in handy now that I'm looking at you using it.
Yeah, it's super. Oh, go
Because I
hat.
have-
I'm losing the hat. I didn't want to mess up the hat. But, it's so lightweight, and if you have an adjustable shoulder strap like this one, I mean, you can put it on with all your. Why are you messing with me? Messing with me.
I'm gonna start
Okay.
using my
So
shoulder.
that's the Minx Pro
shoulder-
on the
the
go,
shoulder
and we love that. We love
yes,
that product.
$59
And
online.
it's available. It's available.
So get yours now before they're on back order, guys.
So if you want it, you got it. Order it. It's online.
What did it?
Okay, so it's 9:02 a.m.
Okay.
We've covered just about everything we had set to cover today. So let's see if Minx Info has any top questions of the week. Oh my goodness. And see
you
if,
do?
what did you do to my hat?
I didn't do nothing to your hat. Look, I've got something sticking up the top of my head. It starts to look funny after a while.
This is great. Okay.
Ooh.
So,
We can switch hats if you like.
look, I can tickle her nose.
You forget we're still on camera.
Why am I on this giant
Oh, it's
seat?
because I have the
got
camera so
wrong
high.
seat.
Sorry, guys. Hold
Okay.
on. We only got our heads in.
Gosh, we are goofy this Monday morning. Okay, Minx Info questions. Do we have any Minx Info questions about application this week? I think a lot of people ask me, why I have it fraying or it's not staying put on the free edge. Crystal, do you want to answer the most common problems
The
or
fraying?
the fraying at the free edge or the just the lifting at the free edge? What's the most common causes of that?
Well, fraying and lifting can be a couple different things. Fraying could be using a really coarse file or filing too much, like you're sawing at the free edge. You really want to limit yourself on the filing, and especially if you're going away from the nail plate, meaning like up, or you shouldn't be going up, but some people will, or they're doing a lot of this. Or if you're working under the heat while you're filing, that could also cause it. Stretching can cause lifting.
So many problems with
Yeah,
stretching.
there's so many. I mean, just in those two little problems when it comes to Minx, you've got maybe 4 or 5 different things that you have to address. It could be stretching the Minx. It could be not using enough pressure on the
Could
free
be the
edge.
combination of the two.
Yeah.
Really paying attention to the 7 steps and following through with the 7 steps. Anytime you try to shorten your application or rush through it, you're probably going to have problems.
Yeah.
And that'll
And
probably be the last time you get to put Minx on that client.
And it's, because you only get one chance, especially if it's their first time. because unless you've built that rapport where they've liked you and they're like, oh, I want to go back anyway, I enjoy her company, you know.
Right.
And then they can see it. It's really just hit or miss depending on your application and what they do. And so
make sure to follow the 7 steps. Make sure to go through them. And if it takes you a little bit longer now, just know that as you do more and more Minx, it is going to become easier, more second nature, and you're probably not going to have to reference your 7 steps application card as often, and you'll feel when you've got your stride. You know, everybody's different. Some people, they pick it up in 5 practices and they get the concept and it just clicks. Some people, they're doing 30 sets of Minx, and you know, it really is difficult.
It's really
for them.
about that heat and pressure, I'm telling you guys.
But yeah, if you're getting past 15 sets and you're still struggling, please send us an email. Please show up to Minxy Mondays and ask your questions, because if you don't, we don't know how, you know, we don't know what struggles you're having in the field. We want to be there for you. And if you're able to come out to a trade show, I mean, Crystal's doing live demos. Why can't demos? Demonstrations of the Minx application. What a better time? What a better time? You know, there is no better time than to find out, see it, feel it, and be there. So there's that. You know, get into a training. Get into, you know, get on Minxy Mondays consistently. Do your practice sets. We don't take them lightly.
Yeah.
It's going to help you.
And if you guys do come to one of the trade shows, we'd love to see you guys come hang out with us. You know, we all like to have a little fun, and it's always great to have other people there join our fun with us.
So we have question number 3. Can I use the top coat on Minx? Oh my goodness. Where to begin?
Minx is a standalone product, okay? So we really want to not use gels or...
We're going to take this serious, I promise. I promise. It's done. What's done is done. Okay, on to the next.
You don't want to use anything on top of it. You don't want to encase it in acrylic. You don't want to put a gel over top, and you don't want to use top coat. If you're doing the 7 steps correctly, you shouldn't have to use top coat. It is a standalone product. So depending on who you're doing it on, if they've gotten it done before, they're going to know that's not the right procedure. So, I mean, really, we want everyone to stick to the 7 steps, because Minx is a great product if you use it right.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is that anything you put over the top of the Minx is only going to detract from its beauty, you know,
Yeah.
its beautifulness.
It does lose its flawlessness and that shine and, you know, that crispy look to it when you do apply something on top of it. So
Yeah, it's just going to take away from that definition.
Minx doesn't need any other product. It's a great product all by itself.
And really, I mean, we've had so many people ask that question, and really, it's a waste. It's a waste.
We want to get everyone in the nail industry, or even the hair, you know, in the beauty industry alone, to really get this procedure down, because it's a new technology. It's never been out there before, and we really want it to. It's a great product. It's just we've got to teach everyone the proper way of how to use it.
Okay, so number 4, when is Minx Professional Retail going to be ready?
Ooh, we get to talk about it?
I think we get to give a little snippet. Okay, so this is...
a little snippet too?
I don't think we can. I don't think we can. I don't know. Okay, so Minx Professional is a professional retail line. Okay, so I don't want to I don't want to confuse that. I just misspoke. I misspoke.
No, Minx Professional. That's what us nail techs use on clients as a professional service. You have to use a heat source with Minx Professional. Okay?
Right. And it's designed to last. It's designed to last and last and last. Whereas Minx Professional Retail is designed as a maybe up to 4-day product. So,
and you do not use heat with Minx Retail.
Right, you do not use heat. This is a product that you can sell. It comes in a kit of 24 sets of Minx. Okay, so Minx Professional is mani and pedi in one pack. We have 6 designs per season.
That's every 3 months.
And then of those 6 designs, you'll get 4 each of the manicure pedicure set.
And each packet comes with a mani and a pedi and an alcohol swab.
Yeah, 2 alcohol swabs.
You want to show?
Yeah, we'll show you the alcohol swab. That's like not fair.
I know.
You want to see the alcohol
We gotta
swab?
show the alcohol swab.
So
we can't show anything
they'll
else.
have the Minx alcohol swab.
And that is 99% alcohol, guys.
Woohoo! Okay, so what it is it's a cold application, and it's a DIY do it yourself. Yeah, do DIY. Do it yourself.
There you go.
DIY.
Technically, and it's going to come as a package deal. You can't just buy one.
Right. So you're
You
gonna
have to buy the 6 designs at 4 packets per design, which
So
is
24
sets. And you come with a little display, and you as the professional sell it into your salon.
Yeah, so you're going to sell it to the clientele that hasn't quite gotten off the fence about Minx yet. They want to experience it, but they don't want to spend the money. What its purpose is to give you some leverage. If not every client is going to be able to afford your application of Minx, but this may kind of put them over the edge and say, oh my gosh, I want you to do it because I had a great experience with the Minx Professional Retail, but it's hard to apply. It's a little bit more difficult, and this product offering is different. It is not the same product as Minx Professional.
It's
Minx
like
Pro Retail is, it's made for a cold application. It's only made to last a few days. And it's really
it's a great product to compete with all those other products that are in the grocery store.
Yeah,
but it's actually a little bit better quality than those.
a lot of it better.
Yeah,
a lot of it better.
I mean, it laid really smooth. You didn't have to do much work with it. I didn't file it off, but it was.
And what we want to just take the moment to say is, we realize that a lot of times when there's DIY, do-it-yourself products out there, the manicurist gets a little bit panicked, like, oh, but then why would they come to me? Because you're you. Because you're the manicurist. You are the professional. You have a huge value, and we want to make sure that you understand the value of you, and that it's only 6 designs, and it's not ever going to mirror or be the same as the Minx Professional. So when you take your 300 plus designs that are available to you as the professional, and you compare them to 6 designs come out seasonally and come and go, you have to realize that this product offering is only ever going to make you money. The MSRP on this is a really, really good money maker. So for those clients who have little kids who they don't want to pay for an application, but they want them to have something special on their birthday, this is something mom can do for them at home. But it's not going to cost her $60.
Or, as the nail technician, you can add a little upgrade and do it for them. You
Right.
don't use the heat. You just do it with your fingers and you file it off. And they're gonna actually feel a lot happier about it, and their mom paid half the price.
Right. So this is something, and it's a mani-pedi, but it also is a limited size template. So you're only going to get you're only going to get enough to do a short natural nail. I mean,
It's really for the
it's
short.
It's a limited product, and and it really only ever does. All it's ever going to do is make them want to have Minx put on by you.
Yeah.
But it is also going to boost your revenue.
And it's
give
not
you the
expensive at
opportunity.
all. I mean, it's a what? $195 for the package, and then you're going to retail them at a minimum of $16 for one pack, which
so
is
you're gonna
2
make,
sets.
Yeah, you're going to make about $200 on the retail side from it. So yeah,
At $5, help them out. You made a little bit more.
Yeah. So Minx Retail is available as of June 1st.
Yay! So everyone, if you want to have a great product, and well, if you already have Minx Professional, Minx Retail is even better because it's going to blow all these other ones out the door.
And if Minx Retail is something you're looking to bring in and you're really excited about it, I will tell you we will have Minx Professional Retail at the Orlando show for you to purchase on
At
site.
$195.
At $195. So, without further ado, I want to go ahead and just review what we have for events.
Hold on, it says,
Oh.
can you demonstrate the correct filing under the
Manicam.
Manicam so that they can see the proper way to prevent free edge lifting?
Okay,
Sure.
We'll talk about filing. Let's do it.
All right,
Grab
let's
your
do
cup.
it. All right, we're going to switch cams.
Go Manicam. Okay. Somehow I'm going to get my whole hand on today, I think.
Man!
Somehow I'm going to negotiate this in.
Now, if you notice, Jen tried to stick her hand under the heat. We
With the
don't
door.
work under the heat. We actually work out of the heat. So do keep that in mind. You never want to work under the heat, even though the Minx heat looks like a light. It's really for heat. Okay, guys?
Now, Crystal, don't forget that this finger
Oh,
right
it's
here
your boo-boo
is
finger.
my boo-boo finger, and it's really hurting today. I had
Well,
a
how
game
much-
yesterday.
How
and
much do you love me, Jen?
I love you enough that I trust you not to hurt me.
All right. So did you win yesterday?
No. I don't want to talk about it.
That bad, huh?
I had bad timing. Oh,
Ow.
God. I just stepped on Crystal's foot so
way over
bad.
there by
I'm
Jan.
so sorry. Stomped on Crystal's foot. Okay, so Courtney says, what happens if you do work under the light to apply Minx?
Well, what happens is the Minx, or the molecules in the Minx, is really just moving around, so it's not really setting yet. So if you're working under the heat, it's not really attaching to the nail until you pull it out of the heat each time. And every time you pull it out of the heat, if you've used enough pressure, then it's going to attach more and more and more. But if you're not using that pressure and you're not letting it set, the Minx aren't really attaching to the nail.
So the shape isn't making that confirmation to the nail plate. As long as it's warm, its memory isn't set. So the heat is the activator. The pressure is what tells it, oh, this is the shape that I want. And then from there, the cooling is the reinforcement. Does that make any sense, Courtney?
Yes, because as it cools, those molecules, as it hardens, it stiffens, and when it's stiffening, it's attaching, those molecules are attaching to that nail surface.
In
and
that
that's,
shape.
Yes, and that's why you need a lot of heat and a lot of pressure to get those molecules to actually attach to the nail surface.
So yeah, like Minx admin said, Minx is too flexible when it's warm. That is why it is important to apply pressure as it cools, which will reset its memory. So yes, that's exactly correct. So if you learn well from reading, Minx admin's got you covered.
Yeah, because you got to think about it in any other type of molecular structure. It's the same thing as those gels and acrylics are setting, and the same thing. Those molecules are attaching to the nail surface as they set. Oh, is it your boo-boo?
Yeah, but that didn't hurt. I'm okay.
Okay.
It's really the bending and the pressure on the knuckle that's. See how fat that knuckle is?
You need like a little Band-Aid around your knuckle.
Yeah, so that you know
It's like
not
a
to
memory.
squeeze it.
It's a memory string.
I'll minx the knuckle so you know not to squeeze it.
All right, so let's just work with those two and go from there. All right.
Now, you have to know that my nails are a little bit flimsy and a little bit more flexible than they've been in the past. So Crystal's been able to file with the crystal file and use appropriate pressure. But today she's going to have to just demonstrate it you know, so that you can actually see the angles. It may not cut as well, and it may actually bend the nail. So she's going to have to make some adjustments based on what she sees as the manicurist.
Yeah, well, the thing is because her nails are weaker, I should be cutting her minks off, but I know that you guys want a filing technique. So I'm going to apply them, and I'm going to show you, but I'm not really going to cut, if that makes sense. Is that all right?
We're going to try with the first finger and see how it goes.
The thing is your nails are way too short to file, too. So
Really? Even this one? Maybe we should do this third one.
Yeah, I didn't clean that one yet. Hold on, where did I put the skizzers? The tweezers. The tweezers. There they are, okay. Alright, so let me do this one real quick. Can you see me still?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just getting this cuticle off her nail here. This buildup. And pushing back her cuticles so that I can get the minks to look flawless. You want to get all that up because minks is like spandex. It definitely will show all those imperfections if you don't do that dry manicure. And people do. They will go and just slap on minks and they don't look as nice, and they grow out so fast because you didn't get that cuticle or that buildup off the nail surface. All right.
Okay, so Otto asks. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Courtney says, gotcha. So if I am trying to smooth out a wrinkle under the heat, I shouldn't do that?
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay, so we were talking about working under the heat.
Right.
And Courtney says, if I am trying to smooth out a wrinkle under the heat, I shouldn't do that?
Well, by what you said, Courtney, you're saying you smoothing out the wrinkle. Well, you don't want to be rubbing. So I don't know if when you say smoothing, if that's what you're doing. When you get a wrinkle out, you want to rock the wrinkle out from wherever it starts. So say it starts from way up here.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. So say there's a wrinkle way up here and I'm trying to work it out to the sidewall. You're going to rock I would rock the stick because that's my favorite tool. And I keep under the heat and I'm rocking it slowly all the way till I get to the free edge. But you have to be under the heat to do all that because the minx is already crinkled and set into a wrinkle. It's going to take a lot longer to work that out. A lot of times if you see a crinkle, I recommend to pull the minx up and then try it again that way because when you have it already set on the nail, it does take a lot longer to work it out, and sometimes you do end up doing a lot more work.
So Courtney, what she's saying is you are going to work under the heat for removing bubbles and or crinkles. Now, if they're small crinkles, we don't recommend that you're trying to work out a huge wrinkle all by itself and keep the minx laid down.
And it's a process too, guys. You have to, when you're doing a crinkle, you have to change the memory. Now it's already set into a crinkle, so if you do it that way, you have to rock it out until it gets all the way out, and then you have to put a lot more heat on it, let it set flat, put that pressure on it again, like the cycle is. You put that pressure on it. You hold the pressure while it's under the heat and you pull it out and you have to let it set. And you're going to have to do that a couple more times because you've only changed the memory one time for putting it under the heat as the minx was flat again from when it was crinkled.
Now, a lot of times a crinkle is a crinkle and you are not going to be able to rock that out. Be okay with the fact that you may need to remove a minx and start again. You may need to remove it fully or you may need to pull it back partially. But I think you have to understand that once there's a crinkle in there and the minx is laid down improperly, which is, what happens, when you get a crinkle, you may need to start again on that nail. And you need to be okay with doing that. And you need to be able to, kind of pick up where you left off and know what the next step is. Otto asks, I hope that answered the question, Courtney. Let us know if not, or if we need to clarify anything. Otto says, what is the proper distance between the Minx heat and the Minx? You're
Well-
going to be 8 to 10 inches.
Yeah, and we say use the little birchwood stick if you guys have that. That's a perfect length indicator of how high you should have it.
I don't know how. Yeah, let's see if we can show Otto.
So I have it standing up, and then you just have the Minx heat up to the, the stick. Like this here. I'm
So,
losing the
yeah,
camera.
it's about 8 inches.
So, and that's how we indicate. But again, as the nail professional, you're going to start working with that heat
And knowing what you need.
and knowing what you can handle and what you need. So it's going to be different by each nail tech.
If you need to slow down your application, then you need to turn down your heat or make that space greater. If you need to speed up your application,
I think it really depends on what you're comfortable with as a nail technician. If you're
But
not
that's what
using
I mean.
a lot of heat, you just have to remember you need more heat. So that means you're just going to have to maybe put it back under the heat a couple more times and put pressure on it and let it cool a couple more times, just because you're not using a high level of heat. Because for me, I feel like you really need a high level continuous heat and that pressure, and you can tell by looking at the Minx how well it shrink wraps to the nail. So by looking at it, the more you put heat and pressure on it, the more it looks really shrink wrapped to that nail.
and it's okay to adjust the heat throughout your application. If you're not getting enough heat, or it's not hot enough and things are taking too long, it's taking too long to heat up, and the client has to be somewhere, you can adjust your heat to fit your needs.
Yeah, you as the nail tech have to be comfortable, and if you're freaking out or you're burning yourself all the time, then just turn it down a little bit, and as soon as you start to get comfortable or know where to put your hands and arms, you will you'll start to work with more heat. It just takes practice and time.
And as you can see, you guys, Crystal is so skilled that she's using the template, the large template, on my little first finger, because she knows how to cut and trim and file properly. But she did set it to one side. It will make it easier. If you have to use a larger template, you can see that she set it to one side of my cuticle and let the other side be the side she's going to trim
And
on.
if you look, it's attached, and you can see that perforated line there, but I'm still going to put it back under, because if you look close enough, you can see it's attached, but it's not as good as I personally would like it. I'm probably going to do it a couple more times, and as I do that, we're going to show you guys up close how more attached it is, and that way you guys have an idea. Just remember that you're not filing under the heat.
Ever, ever, ever.
Ever. So that's why we say you don't want to get in the habit of working under the heat, because you cannot do a lot of your service under the heat.
Every time my hand goes away, we're just going under the heat.
Where's their finger?
Where the finger at?
Too
Where
high.
The finger at?
There it is.
So I'm going to put some pressure down. And then I'm going to place it back out of the heat. And then look a little bit closer.
Now it's really defined. That line is really defined. You can see the free edge right through the Minx. And even, my nails are soft and wobbly here, and you can still see all of that. So that's just telltale that we've used enough heat, and Crystal knows what she's doing.
All right, guys. So now we are I'm going to show you the technique. Are we in the
Right there.
Are we in the camera? Let me do this. Wait, don't turn your hand.
Okay, I'll stay still.
You can't turn your hand because my hand's got to be there. All right. So let me see if I can go like this. See if this works. If I turn this.
Okay, Courtney says yes. We clarified
Okay,
her
perfect.
question, and Otto understands the proper distance.
Awesome.
So we're making headway.
How long has Otto been doing Minx?
Otto, how long have you been minxing? Please let us know. And Courtney, same with you. I know you're a newer minxer, but I'm not sure how new.
So, when filing, I have the crystal file here in my hand, and with the crystal file, you need to have a lot of pressure up against the nail at a 45-degree angle to get that minx to cut. You don't want to saw at the minx, okay? You want to go in one direction from one side to the other. So if you're right-handed, I recommend going from the left to the right, and if you're left-handed, go from the right to the left, okay? So I'm just lightly folding over right here around the corner, or the shape of the nail there. And we're not stretching it. You just want to fold it over so it's technically so that the minx is nice and up against that nail free edge there. And so
tight.
With that pressure, we would do a swoop here, but her nail's folding on me, so I can't really do it. It's just going to tear up her nail. But if we filed really hard like that, this would actually cut right there. And then when you reposition it, you're repositioning it where you're going to cut next, okay? So you're not folding and tucking the minx under the free edge. You want to reposition it everywhere you file, right up against the nail. If you do any type of tucking or stretching, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of buckling on the edge there, and you want to prevent that because people or your clients will feel that when they check their minx. And once you get crinkles, they're a lot harder to get out. So really position it where you're filing. Again, 45-degree angle with some pressure. And then when you get that, you get it right under the nail in that 45, you just take it. And then you're going to reposition. And again, same thing. Once you got that pressure and you feel comfortable, then you swoop it. But really give yourself a limit. If you've got enough pressure in that angle, it's going to cut every time. But if it doesn't cut, then it means you're either not using the right angle or you're not using enough pressure. So now we've repositioned the minx right here on the edge. And again, we're going to do the same thing. And that should have cut, but I didn't try to cut it.
So unfortunately, because Crystal isn't able to actually do it because my nails are so wiggly and floppy and flimsy.
I mean, we could do it and show everyone how bad and what you should not do. But
we'll refrain. She's going to go ahead and just do the trim technique. And I got 3 more fingers out of you.
So she has to only worry about 2.
I am a brat.
All right, so there we go. So there's the section there I gotta check. So I'm gonna place that back under the heat, let it warm up. Get my handy dandy stick. And I'm just placing it right into the sidewall so I can see where we are here. Remember, anytime you cut or file, you always want to place it back under the heat and reheat it back up, put pressure on it, and let it cool for about 10 to 20 seconds. And then at this time, I would either go back with the curved, sorry, that has a little lint in it, and file on the free edge, or it depends on the length of the nail. Because the curve, it has that curve to it, it's kind of hard to
get to the free edge on certain lengths. So again, you're filing off the excess by the type of nail you're working on. I'm just going to get this corner right here, because corners are the areas that do end up getting away from us, and it's where you get the common pulls, where it pulls up or comes up.
Catching on clothing, things like that.
Yeah. So really, as a nail tech, you want to make sure that you got those corners really well, guys. All right.
So if they have a really flexible nail, Courtney asked this, I apologize. So if they have a really flexible nail, then you need to cut with a scissor.
That is
Why
correct.
would you try cutting with a file versus the scissors?
Why would you try to cut with the file?
Well, anytime you use the crystal file, you're going to get a more accurate, straight to the edge finish.
Yeah, anytime you're cutting, you usually on the free edge, you will have to go back with a file of some sort and really make sure you got all those little frayed pieces. Make sure it's up against the nail.
Because when you cut, no matter, how good your eyes are, or, you may leave a little behind. You don't want to end up trimming the nail, so you're going right up to it. So,
and sometimes you're not up against the nail, so you do have to go back and, check it. And the best thing is a file, but you're just not going to be able to get the file in there as because they are thicker than the scissors.
I hope that answers it, Courtney. Anytime you use the file, you're going to have a better finish, and you're reinforcing the seal that you've created at the free edge with that downward and 45-degree angle with that pressure when you're cutting. So you're actually reinforcing the seal and cutting the excess at the same time. With the scissors, you don't have the ability to do that. You can only just do the cutting. Anytime you can use the file, you should, because you want to reinforce that free edge. And she said, gotcha. Good. So we answered some more questions today, Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flexible nail makes it very difficult in the application. It also, I think Crystal actually would probably disagree with me, but I honestly feel like when my nails are real flexy and they're not in good health, the minks don't last as long because they're giving way to everything they encounter. So for me personally, those flexy corners and flexi free edges I'll have to be extra careful with for the next couple of weeks and or until my entire nail plate grows out, because at this point they're just so thin. They don't give good support to the minks themselves.
So far we've got 2 here. Now, a great method is the down method when you do scissors, but again, it's like with Jen's nail, it's a little too short. I can't get to the nail there. So in this case, we would have to probably use the crystal file to get the curve file a little bit closer. And because her nail is so short, I've got to technically go to do a side method just to make sure I get these little flyaways. Because again, her nail's shorter than her skin, and so if I went over, it's going to really cut up her minks. But we need to make sure we get some sort of filing in there to really make sure it's up against that nail. And that's, again, comes with your skill level. If you aren't really, it might take you a lot longer to do nails like this, and that's okay. And that's where the consultation comes in. If the person has really short nails and it's going to take you twice as long, you might have to charge them a little bit more, or tell them that you're still learning and you're not comfortable doing that shape of nail, and ask them to come back maybe in 3 or 4 months when you've got a little bit more practice in, or just educate them and let them know, hey, I'm not this good. It might take me a little bit longer. Are you okay with that? And make sure that they have the time, because you don't want someone to be upset that you took twice as long and again, it didn't hold very well either. So it's all about practicing, but
managing expectations.
And managing expectations by communicating with your clients. So again, I'm just going around this free edge here with the scissors. Did Courtney and Otto get back to us, Roberta?
Yeah, so Courtney's been minxing for just about a year.
Okay.
And Otto is new. He's just in 2 months.
Oh, nice.
And I'm pretty sure
I think
that
it is.
Otto is Roberto in Italy. And if so, one of the most excited new minxers I've ever encountered. And we are so glad that we can, be here to help you through your first initial minxing. And really answer any questions that you might have.
Yes, and please tell us how it's going, because we would love to.
And I know you've been in communication, if I've got this right, it's been in communication with Joe via info@Minx Nails. And, we are always dedicated to answering any questions and making as much of this information available to you as possible. So let us know if you need anything. And that goes for everyone. Just so you all know, we're here for you. Utilize info@minxnails.com as an email address. You can reach out to us at any time. Someone from our team will be answering those emails. If it's a training question, then I'll most likely be answering that. Or if it's an international sales question, then Kendra will be answering that. If it's a technical question, then we may even pass it on to Crystal and have her answer it. So it's just a matter of getting your questions answered, and we're happy to do that.
So everyone, you guys can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Minx Nails. And I'm Minx Master SD, SD standing for San Diego. And then you guys are on Twitter, which is www.twitter.com/minxnails.com, all spelled out, MINXNAILSDOTCOM.
Yay!
And again, I'm minxmaster.com. Minxmaster SD on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Woo.
So we would go back and reinforce her minx on all 3 fingers. It's not as hot in here today.
It's not. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to put up, no, I'll wait until the end.
We're almost done,
We're
guys.
almost done.
We got to get Jen to check my work and make sure she's happy with my work.
And then I got to get Crystal to do the rest of my
All right, voila. All right, Jen, go ahead and check.
Oh, look, Sarah says, super cool that Seal was wearing Minx again on The Voice Australia.
Yeah.
He was wearing Minx Illusion. Now, I think last week it was gold, am I right?
I think it was chrome. I saw a picture.
Okay, so we are so excited. Seal loves our product, and we love Seal. Watch The Voice and see Seal.
Oh, is he on it this week or something?
Yeah, it's The Voice Australia, though.
Oh, he had Gold Lightning on. My bad.
Okay, so it was Gold Lightning last time, and this week it was Minx Illusion. I wonder what he'll wear next week. Maybe he'll wear a Party to Remember. Ooh, 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 ooh.
All right.
Okay, so we're going back to the Crystal and Jen cam. Hi.
Without our hats. She's got 8 fingers done. It'll take her all day to do those 2.
I'm so spoiled. I never have to do my own minx.
Oh, we can follow Seal on Twitter at Seal's Nails.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
That's cute. I wonder if that means he's going to be wearing minks more often.
Yeah, that is really, really
well,
cool.
Seal, come down and see me.
I know, huh? I'm going to put up some information for you. Get out your pens, your paper, and go. So you can contact us at info@minxnails.com, via Twitter at minxnails.com, all spelled out. And I know admin just put that up there. Facebook at Facebook it's facebook.com/minxnails. You can reach out to Crystal at minxmastersd at Facebook.
Yep.
Is it the same?
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. And our telephone number, which is not up there, you can reach us at 866-757-6469.
Oh, see, I messed up. So Seals Nails on Twitter is at Seals Nails, and then you can follow Seal on Twitter at Seal.
Oh, very cool. Very, very cool.
Well, I'm gonna have to follow his Seals Nails.
I know. I want to see. Okay, so I have 15 minutes left, which is probably way too much time. I think we might cut Minxy Monday short a little bit today. We want to thank everyone who has been on 649 viewers as of this morning, meaning our channel has gotten 649 views, and that's amazing. I mean, we really just started this. We didn't, do a whole lot of advertising other than via emails, and hopefully our distributors have, done the same, put out that information for the nail technicians. We love this. We love being able to outreach to you. We hope you understand that this this means a lot to us. It's important that we know that the messaging is getting across, that you're getting the 7 steps, you're seeing them, that you new Minxers are getting the support that you need. And even older Minxers who've been, Minxing for a while or just having those stubborn issues, that we're able to fix that for them.
Yeah.
So, real quick. Premier Orlando, booth number 6859. We are going to be at Network Orlando Saturday, June 2nd.
Yes.
And that
To
is
Network.
That's going to be at the Rosen Center Hotel. For more information, go to beautytech.com.
It's a network gathering.
Yeah, it's a super
mingling,
fun event. Drinks and food and giveaways and raffles. Yeah,
That's the best part.
super fun and super.
I never win anything. I hope I win this time.
You can't say that if you win. You'll never be able to say that again. I never win anything.
Oh, I don't, but if
I
I
don't
do,
either.
I'll never have to say it again. All right, cool. And then we got Vegas the weekend after Orlando.
Which is the
5600 is our booth number.
Yep, and we're going to be there June 9th through 11th.
Yep, that's a 3-day show, and Florida is a 2-day show.
Yeah. Florida's a short show, but it is jam-packed. I mean, it is one of those shows where
But
you could
people are
really
there.
only do 2 days. Because it is
It
so
seems to
high
be-
energy.
yeah,
it is
and
so go, go,
fun.
go. It from start to finish. And we're so excited to meet all of you.
And see all our old friends.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. So we all have to get a drink, so
We'll see
Make
you
sure
at
we
the
have-
networking event.
have some time.
You do need to buy tickets to that, so to that event. Yeah, so I think they're $25. I'm pretty sure about $25. But I am telling you, it is worth it. It's well worth it. You're going to meet some friends who have been Minxing for a long time. You're going to meet new Minxers. You're going to meet people who are known Minxers who are celebrity manicurists. So it's really, really, really a great opportunity to network, get more information,
And meet some really cool people.
Yeah, and get advice from someone who's been Minxing for a while. I mean, you have us, but to hear it from another manicurist who maybe started out in the same place you are now will definitely only boost your business. We have no Minxy Mondays for 3 weeks.
But when we come back, it'll be a good one.
And it's June 18th, so we're sorry we got those dates wrong, but we will be back on June 18th.
Yes.
For you who are in the U.S.
What subject are we going to
I have no idea. We have 3 weeks to figure it out.
Yes, but we'll have a
we'll-
nice, fun subject, and
Should we?
I think we'll
somehow-
probably make some determination of what we need to cover based on feedback from, based on feedback from nail techs we meet at the premiere show and the Las Vegas show. So we're going to put it out there to everyone. Please make your suggestions. If you think that we need to cover something we haven't covered, please let us know. We're open. We're open to all suggestions and input. So this is your show as much as it is ours, and we're here to meet your needs. Is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Thank
We're
you
going to
guys
be closing a little
for
bit
hanging
early
out with us
today.
today.
We hope we answered all your questions, and have a happy next 3 weeks. Be safe.
Guys.
And happy Memorial Day, all our U.S.
Oh, yeah.
veterans and family members. And yeah, Crystal is you're a Navy girl, huh?
I was, yeah.
She's a Navy girl.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have an awesome day.
Bye. Love you.